This is one of those days that, yeah, you got to go to work. You want to take it easy as you get on the roads. But if you have other things to do, just go on and go home.
Yeah, just save that for later on in the week, Brooks. And I want to point out, because we've had multiple first alerts here throughout the week, this is the highest impact day by far. So not only are we seeing rain today, but the potential for flooding will also increase today. And later on this evening, there will be the potential for some isolated storms. So as you get out the door this morning, Brooks, scattered rain out there, just like yesterday. Coverage is higher today, so you're likely to get wet at some point as you're driving to work. I will point out this morning, I'm not seeing any storms at all. This is just rain. So here is the timeline for the rain today. As you're driving to work this morning, scattered rain will be out there. Looks like at 7 o'clock, the coverage won't be quite 100%, but you're likely to get wet. Just rain this morning as you're going to work. And then notice, Brooks, it really starts to fill in after the commute. So it's like a 100% chance of rain in Metro Atlanta later on this morning by 10 o'clock. That unfortunately will continue throughout the afternoon. Now, temperatures have been cool. They were cool yesterday. They're still cool today. We're in the 30s right now and only in the 40s this afternoon. So at 3 o'clock today, even though there's a ton of rain out there, it's still just rain. Now, later on this evening, our temperatures will start to warm up a little bit south of Atlanta. So tonight, really after sunset, believe it or not, as this heavy rain continues, that's when the chance of some isolated storms will also start to pop in, particularly south of I-20. Again, this is like 8 o'clock tonight. And that rain with the potential for isolated storms will continue during the overnight hours going into Thursday morning. By the time you drive to work on Thursday morning, Brooks, all of this rain is out of Metro Atlanta. By 5 o'clock on Thursday, there could still be some leftover rain in Edenton, maybe Athens. But at 5 a.m. Thursday, the rain is over and will stay cloudy but mostly dry here throughout your Thursday. So there are two threats that we are looking at today. Threat number one is the risk of flooding. That's actually fairly high because it's going to be one of those days where it's going to rain for much of the day. So that's our number one concern today, is the potential for some street flooding. All of Metro Atlanta is under a flood watch today. That'll continue into Thursday morning. So try to use caution if you're driving, especially later on this morning, going into the afternoon and evening. Threat number two is the risk of some isolated storms, as I mentioned. This is a lower risk, but it does exist. So if you are in green here, which does include most of Metro Atlanta, including Rome, Canton, and all the way over to Athens, you are under a level 1 risk of an isolated storm. And that yellow is a level 2 risk, which is higher, including those of you in Carrollton, LaGrange, and Griffin. This is where temperatures will be a little bit warmer later on tonight. So that's where your risk of an isolated severe storm will increase. Again, that's more this evening after sunset as your temperatures start to go up a little bit here southwest of Atlanta, and we'll talk more about that at 5. Let's put it all together for you with the 7-day forecast. Again, another chilly day. Okay, we're starting in the 30s this morning, only really in the 40s this afternoon, and temperatures are warming up throughout the evening, but still for much of the day, the 40s. It will also rain for much of the day with the potential for some isolated storms tonight. Thursday, there's a 20% chance of rain, mainly before 5 o'clock in the morning. Much of Thursday will be dry. 55 will be the high. A little breezy on Thursday as a cold front is moving through. Valentine's Day, completely dry with the high of 54. Saturday, a chance of rain. This chance of rain on Saturday looks like it'll be late, so much of Saturday will be fine. And then that chance of rain will carry over into the first part of Sunday as we bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. We do have rain in your forecast early on Sunday morning, but it does look like that rain is moving out throughout the day on Sunday. Most of Sunday is dry, but then turning cooler.
Yeah, a lot colder. We're waking up in the 20s next Monday morning.
Yeah.
Winter making comeback, Rod, after a really